All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pokemon Uranium. You may notice that this might be out of order for some of you guys, but we're back playing Pokemon Uranium, and we missed a few minutes of hot content in one of the parts due to a clerical error. So I decided to replay it.
I mean, who do we have to blame for that?
I have no
The
idea.
clerics.
The clerics, yeah. Can't trust them. Fucking ecumenical matters. So, basically, I booted up another save I had of Pokemon Uranium, and gonna replay the section again, just so you guys, if you're watching this on the playlist, now know what you may have missed, basically.
Yeah.
So, don't worry if you notice that the character is different, the name is different, and the Pokemon are different. It's just for this part, and there'll be normal service will resume then for the next episode. So,
yeah.
Which you probably have already seen.
I know.
So
actually, on this team, who have we got?
Well, on this team, as you can see, I have the Kokorin, which is the coconut boy we had on the beach.
Yep.
And you'll see now, here we go, there's your team.
Okay. Oh, you went for the Sonic boy.
I did. This was my original team. So I thought, like, when I was doing the save, I said, yeah, I'll stick with the original lineup and show you as how I got on. And you're going to be shocked to hear that having 3 ground types on a team is a bad time for everyone involved. Especially when you come up against an ice type, which thankfully...
I was going to say, coming up against the beach team, the beach gym around here.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like that's the trouble, like. And it's not too bad now, but like I said, it bites in the arse later on, when all these lads have kind of like outstayed their welcome a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, at this point I had just captured the Corcoran, so I was getting it back up.
Trying to switch train it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I gotta say, like, I'm not really like that angry at the Sonic boy. It's you know, I now that I'm kind of more at peace that it's the Pika clone, I can just say yeah.
Fair enough.
To each their own, I guess.
Yeah.
And yes, this is me also remembering I have an XP share, so that solves everything.
Yeah.
So like I said, there's a bit of crossover with the team we normally run on our on our Madness save. Main one being like Volrog and the like, but you'll see there the rest of them and see what you think of them. We do have Darryl on our own save, but we don't use it at all. But yeah, as you can guess, he comes in quite handy in this area with the steel
around
type.
here, but I'd still not be a fan of them. Like, there's so very few of the new ones introduced here that I'm properly a fan of. Yeah,
and I think that's kind of like I said, I think I said this in the originally, but it is just a mixed bag. But I think that's okay because like it's a fan-made game, so I'm not expecting the world out of them. But the Pokemon that do land, you really do want to see more of. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah. And again, some of them, like the this boyo here, the Chipmunk, good design. I would happily see that in the real game. Yeah, exactly.
But this kind of game really does have a hack of 5 different people made 5 different styles, and some of them really, really don't land.
Yeah, this is it. Like, and again, I don't know. Like, I think even mechanically, some Pokemon just don't really work. But that's just because like they're not like natural game designers. They're guessing and perhaps taking templates from Pokemon that already exist. Hence why like like the Terrifying is clearly just Golbat, but just stats change around a bit. So
now some of these other ones, like what would Parodio be like on a team if we were to get one?
By all accounts, brutal.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I don't like. I know every time I come across it, it's just it's pretty bad, and I think the reason is that its defense is so weak that you can't just bludgeon it to death, and of course then it doesn't have a decent speed stat, so it can't really defend itself.
So it's like Curlia.
A little bit, yeah. Again, it's the weak psychic type in this game, so in that sense, it's a glass cannon, but you don't get any benefit out of it, really.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, like Gibraltar does pretty decent here, in fairness, because it's got like a decent enough stats, but like if you're not taking out your guy in one go, then you're going. So you kind of use them quite tactically in that sense. I suppose you do it. I don't know if you can use the Pika clones tactically. Really, there's not many that you could.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what Pika clone has been useful out of all of them. I'd say Marl might be one of the best ones that they've made.
Yeah, maybe. Like Emolga's coming to mind actually because of the flying type.
Yeah, Stealth Rocks.
Yeah,
like Stealth Rocks was everywhere in Gen 5, so that just killed Emolga right out the gate.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think even now. Was there anything else really that came across? Not really. No, there's everything kind of like
Deden was forgettable.
Yeah.
At best. Togedemaru, I don't think I ever used it.
That can be a fucker. If you don't have a ground type move, you can be in trouble there because it's got spiky shield and is and can do like spikes and that sort of stuff. So it's good to set up with, but you wouldn't really go into battle with it if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, and Nuzzle as well.
Yeah. Who's the Pika clone in Sword and Shield again?
I think it's the. I had in my head.
Actually, just on the blank.
Yeah, I had in my head it was the Pinchurchin thing, but it's not. There's something else there. I can't remember it offhand, which is a bit embarrassing to be honest, because I was just playing that this week.
Oh, you've got how have you enjoyed?
It's okay. I'm liking it. Again, this is gonna sound weird considering that like we've recorded this after we played part after this, so we're gonna go like.
Sorry, it was Morpedo.
Morpedo, yes, Morpedo, that's it. Yeah, I like that. I like that, but it's useless. Like,
oh
I'm
yeah,
not gonna use it in battle. It's a nice gimmick though. I do find it funny at least.
Oh yeah.
But no, I've been enjoying the DLC. Again, we'll talk more when like we're no longer in this weird time capsule.
Oh yeah,
we're in at the minute, but yeah, it's been fun.
We're going to a proper deep dive at that stage.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know, of the Pika clones or anyone like that, I'd say, yeah, Togedemaru or Pachirisu would have been useful.
Pachirisu is... I can imagine people are screaming Pachirisu at us because of the World Championships.
But like, that was done as a troll. Like, that was done as a, I can win with anyone, even Pachirisu.
Yeah, exactly. It was a joke.
Like... Let's be fair. None of us have ever brought a Pika clone to the Pokémon Madness series, did we?
No, we didn't. I don't think we ever really saw it as an option, really.
Like, if anyone was Raichu, and I don't think any of us were dense enough to bring a Raichu.
No, it wouldn't survive Piston Time, really. Let's be fair, like.
That said, I was tempted to run Pikachu with the was it the Electro Ball? Or the special Gen 2 item for him.
Yes.
In our session for Gen 2.
That would have been. I'm not sure if that would have. Like I said, it's perhaps it would have been the wrong game to play him.
Yeah.
But then again, like with the stats, with the stat split, maybe that was the best time to do it. You know.
Yeah. Also, Light Ball. Sorry, is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, Light Ball. That's what it was. Yeah.
No, because that kind of breaks Pikachu.
Yeah, it does.
Oh well, when we come to doing another set of Pokémon Madness.
Yes, maybe one day we'll restart the series.
Yes.
We finally get a winner.
Well, no, I won.
Yes, by default, James.
I won.
I know. There's an asterisk to your name.
Thanks.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Okay, so like I said, we're into the power plant now. So this is this is really the section we would have missed the clerical error. So how much did you go directly to where we needed to go, or did you wander around like a gobdol for a bit? Bit of both, really. It was just to kind of get all the journal entries, and then I just kind of stumbled upon where we were going next. So it was it was fairly expedient. I'll say that much. But ultimately, like this section isn't as like big as I thought as I remembered it to be. But I think it's because like I had thought initially I'd lost like a good half an hour of video, but it was actually just about 10 minutes or so. So. I just thought, considering that, like, out of all the stuff that we have so far on the Let's Play, this is one of the most, like, significant areas, plot-related. So I think it seems important to keep it.
Absolutely.
You know, because you'd only be drawing reference to it otherwise, and if we're not doing it, then, you know, that's bad.
Definitely just mark this down as the hidden episode.
Yes, exactly. It's well, we have like a kind of like some sort of link quest on the channel where like you click onto it, you think like, oh, it's a super secret video. Maybe we'll see what these people look like. No, it's just part 20 of Pokemon Uranium. For fuck's sake!
Tell you what, just bury this in something like Life is Strange.
Yes.
And we'll make like little references to how peculiar life can be as we go through this.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just say like, boy, do you know what I hate? A game where you have to listen to two brothers complain about each other for 3 hours. Yeah, I fucking hate that too. Boy, it's a good thing games like that don't exist.
I did finish that in my own time, and it was a slog.
Yeah.
It was a slog. So, the first one, I really had enjoyed. I played basically an episode a night. Like, so I finished it within a week. Had loved it, had gotten... bought into the I'm not saying the plot was great or anything, but it drew you in.
Yeah.
And I genuinely wanted to see how the story would resolve itself. With the Life is Strange 2, though, it was a chore to sit down every time.
Yeah.
Ugh, these things. Seeing them the first time makes you think, okay, that looks pretty cool. Like both the nuclear version and the non-nuclear version look pretty cool. But they're Zubats.
I know, yeah. Like they don't fall far from the tree, which is the Ekans tree, really. Which is annoying considering that Ekans is in this game anyway. So like defeats the purpose, I guess.
Yeah.
But I suppose any excuse to get a poison psychic type. But like I said, it's a good excuse to get my Pokemon up to spec, considering that I say that, but I'm not going to be touching this again until we play our Madness save, so this defeats the purpose.
Oh, would we put our Madness save up against this at the end?
I don't know if we can, because they're on the same, ROM, so I don't know if that works or not. I'd be interested to see who would win, but considering that, this team I have here has a very blatant weak point, so I don't think it'll work. You pretty much just have to hit bubble once and you win against my team. So, this is just getting the report. Sorry for not reading these through, guys, but we did this before, so it's just for yourselves to be kind of.
So just for yourselves, can you shout for what do these notes say in the end?
I can't remember now, but essentially, what the whole Cut the Trust was that there was some sort of experiment here. It was basically a nuclear Mewtwo situation, right? You were working on something here. The idea was that it was going to be some sort of unlimited power program, where they would use nuclear energy to power the world, and everything was going hunky-dory until something abnormal happened. Something seemed to develop in it, and that's when the reports end, practically. And that kind of ties in a little bit what happened then at the start of the game with our mother. Whose name I temporarily forget, but essentially that seems to have when shit kicked off, and she seemed to have died in the accident. So this is supposedly the plant where it happened, and then later on in the playlist, spoilers by the way, but it kicks off again for some reason. So I'm sure we'll dig into that very, very soon.
By the way, I looked it up very quickly, and it looks like yes, we can do online lobby battles and things like that with Uranium.
Oh, fantastic! So we could do a versus.
Yes. Yes. So it looks like there's a couple of different options for us, including setting up a virtual trainer to play a virtual clone of someone controlled by the AI.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes. So it can be accessed by talking to the NPC on the middle of the second floor of any Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
You can upload a current team and create a virtual trainer associated with the online ID.
Ah, right.
So this could be used to set up a battle against ourselves.
Yeah, potentially. That would be good.
Yep. That'll post Elite Four. Well, if there even is an Elite Four in this game, I don't know yet. But a post Elite Four challenge battling the.
Yeah.
So, did you finish the game with this team, or how did you?
Yeah, I would have finished the game with the team I have now when they're fully evolved and that. And
yes,
like I said, I kind of regret it in a way because of the typing and all that. But like when you're going in blind and you're realizing that like everything is a fucking ground type.
Yes.
You know that does kind of kick in the balls after a while, and especially considering that like at those kind of points in the game where like the game really does start like throwing like interesting shit out to you. You're thinking like,
yes,
I do feel like switching, but I'm loyal now, so I'm gonna try to stick with what I have. Like that's how I typically play. Like I do tend to like stick with what I've had. But like again, like this game is something that where like, oh, you want to stick with this? I see that and raise you this interesting Pokemon that might have better typing or might have a cool move or
basically every time you go into a new town, do you want to swap out your team?
Yeah. Essentially, and that's good in a way because it's a nice way of introducing all the new Pokemon.
Yep.
You know, and here we are. Eventually.
At last.
Yeah, but I will say one thing though. After playing like this game like multiple times, I will say for certain Raptorch is the best starter, and there's no real contest.
I do like the look of it in comparison to. Our boy, who I wouldn't say no to us getting rid of at some point.
Yeah. This like Raptorch is just good out of the box, you know.
Yes.
Whereas with Orchinx, you kind of had to work with it a little bit and let it evolve, and then it has a bit of a more of a purpose. The Raptorch blows them both out of the water, really.
Yes.
Even the water electric type, because like Raptorch is fast as well. So once you have a good ground type move, you can pretty much beat that one as well. So
well, ours is what grass and steel, so it's double weak against this
fire. Yes, exactly. And it also has it's also strong to the water starter, which is just odd, really. But yeah,
just completely set it up one sided.
Exactly. Well, it's also that I think like the water electric is like is kind of like behaving as like the balanced one, I guess. If that's the right way of putting it. And it's just, I've used it once and I was just like, okay, this is a Pokemon. It's not a starter, but it's certainly a Pokemon. And I think that's like kind of the story of of Orchinx as well a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fine.
Kill the intruder.
Yeah, so we get to fight the Birdo again.
Yep.
Nice little mini boss to finish off everything. So I thought I'd show off Avaden while I was here.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's a very nice bird. I will say that. Really well designed.
Looking at that, I do wonder, was that stolen for the birdie, like for the Gen 8 bird?
Yes.
Like steel flying.
Yeah, potentially. Like the design is fairly similar, but at least, and you could arguably say like Sword and Shield went with like a steel bird, whereas this one was kind of like what would be a light bird, if you like.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Which is good. And will it go?
Well done.
Boom. Good old Avaden.
There we go. Happy out.
Yeah. So this is just about the end then of our Back to the Future part of this playthrough. So thank you all for watching if you have seen this. And we'll see you back in the real time. So toodaloo, lads.
Boop. Here we go. John, do you copy?
John? No, I don't know who John is. This is Madness talking.
Alternative universe.